Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of today. Thank you for all of the support on the first episode, very much appreciated. As you can see on the right, we're 10 points already ahead. That's a massive 10-point difference after just 17 games. It's absolutely ludicrous. You guys know, I mentioned it in the first episode of today, last episode, that it's quite easy for me. You know, my team is pretty damn strong. It's stronger than everyone else in the league, I can say. And look, we're playing against Brazil. I'm going to have to buy that Coventry City away kit on Ultimate Team. It looks like Brazil's kit. But anyway, you can see this is the team I'm using at the moment. I'm actually going to put up a very, very weak team. We've put, Crybaby on as my main centre-back. We're going to put on Tim Payne, Azog, pretty much all of my weak players. And you'll see that we're going to still play a relatively good match. But I just want to touch base on what I said last episode. So, yes, the league is... Oh, actually, let's take a look at the table just before we talk. We've only got one loss. We've won 13 and drawn 3, so we've got a 10-point gap already, which is quite a lot so early on. I wouldn't expect a 10-point gap at the end of the season, let alone just coming up to the Christmas period. But yeah, I'm finding the league easy, and it's not a bad thing. It just means we're going to hopefully get into the championship within one season, It'd be pretty annoying if I had to do... Wow, Vilhena. I'd be pretty annoyed if I had to do the Empower League one twice or something like that. Because the real challenge is the Championship and the BPL. And obviously this series, I don't want it to drag on. So, don't get frustrated at me for simming matches and things like that. Because the real reason behind it is there's no point in playing matches if your team is too good. There's no challenge there. I'm just going to steamroll teams when I play them. And even when I'm simming matches, that was almost a repeat of his first goal there from Vilhena. What a shot he's got. So I will be simming matches, guys. It's just the way this season will be. Wallace getting his first goal for me as well. What a brilliant header that was. So yeah, don't get too angry, guys. When we get in the championship, there won't be any simming because it's going to be a much, much, much harder league, and it's going to be much more difficult to get good results in that league. So, oh man, just imagine what it's going to be like when I get into the Premier League, when I've got so many great players reaching full potential. It's just going to be such a cool series. The first season is always it's like a slower paced season. It's getting used to the club, getting used to the players, working out what formations work, and the players, obviously, they haven't grown to their potential yet. I've got a very young squad. It's quite funny, actually, because I remember saying in the first episode, 2-0 at half-time, by the way, but I said in the first episode that I wouldn't focus on young players with great potential and that I would buy players that are pretty much halfway there, which has stupidly been scrapped in my head. I'm addicted to buying young players on FIFA. I don't know what it is. There's something about that excitement when you get them in the squad. When they accept the contract, you're like, oh, I've got this player that's going to get to like 85 overall. It's just really exciting, and I don't get that same buzz when I get a slightly older player. So I'm sure I'll balance it out later down the line, buying some slightly older players. But regardless, we're still playing this match here. We're 2-0 up. They do pull a goal back here. I think that's the first goal Kone's conceded while I'm playing as Rangers in about 4 matches or 5 matches. He is the league top, he's the top goalkeeper in the league in terms of clean sheets. I do believe Templeton is top scorer at the moment. If not, it's Piazon. Can't get my words out. He's catching up relatively quickly. Payne's going to throw in this corner here. When I say throw in, I mean obviously chip. That was a stupid thing to say, wouldn't it, Matt? But nothing came of it. But look at this from Kim Ki here. He's absolutely in form for me at the moment. He just makes tackles. He's got such freaking fat feet. Look at this. Just stubs his toe in there. Nicks the ball off. Passes it into Vilhena. Bang. See you later. What a great goal. I'm looking forward to doing a goal of the season, by the way. This is gonna be in there, I'm sure. There's so many goals that Vilhena scored. It could be a Vilhena special top 5 goals. He scores so many screamers. He's without doubt one of the best signings I've made. I know I said that in the Arsenal career mode with some players there. But fucking hell, compared to Piazon when I bought Piazon with Shrewsbury, he's nothing, man. Vilhena is just insane on this game, so I'd really recommend him. We do get an offside there, but it's all right. We win the game 3-1. That's the first goal I've conceded in a few games while I've been playing as Rangers, so a little bit disappointing. Tim Payne with a 9.9 rating, which is absolutely incredible. I would like to read through his final scores, but I won't. So we're going to go ahead and sim this match. We're now, I think, 11 points ahead at the top. Or 12 points, sorry, because the second place drew. We won 2-1 away at Leyton Orient. Now we're going to sim a match against Yeovil. Look at my team, man. It's just so strong. Piazon getting 2, Templeton. We've got Vilhena, Fisher, Shields, Hutton, MGH. Obviously, MGH. I will not be using my pro, as you know. Oh, hang on. I won Manager of the Month award, by the way. MGH will be released. So you're going to see that coming up in the next few episodes. I do actually release him. And so don't worry, yes, he's in a couple of these gameplays here, because I played about 2 hours worth before I asked whether I should play him or not. So I'm sorry, guys, but it doesn't matter. You know, he's not even that good, actually. I was quite unimpressed with him. But we move on into John Stowe's Paint Trophy. I think it's the second leg of the quarterfinal, so I got it wrong in the last episode. So if I win this match, I go through to the semis, I believe it is. So this is just the second round of the area quarterfinal. So we need to win this game, really. And I think I won the last game, was it 2-0? I can't remember already. I only recorded it about 3 hours ago, which is absolutely pointless. But regardless, we're going to whip a corner in here. And look at this shot from Sandaza. That is so unlucky. It comes off just the edge of the post, I think. A little bit unlucky not to score a goal, because he's actually a decent striker. You know, it's not like I don't like. I mean, look at this. You know, okay, he's not the most clinical finisher. I'm still searching for my first chipped goal. Unless I have scored one and I've forgotten, guys. You know, we're a couple of episodes in already. Maybe I did score one in the first few episodes. Look at Kone knocking that guy over. That was brilliant. But yeah, Sandaza, he seems to be a decent player. He's just not very clinical in front of goal. He misses quite a few chances. And look at Templeton here. He's so quick. He can't get past his player. Passes up to McKay. And he's going to turn back here on the defence. When I watch back my own gameplays, I quite often wonder why I don't cross it in. I don't seem to cross it in enough. But Hutton gets a shot away here, which gets blocked, and they clear that one out. So that was a little bit unlucky. Hutton, also a very good player. We go in at 0-0 at half-time. I wasn't able to break down the defence. A couple of shots here and there. That's a great save there. And Coventry and MK Dons are in the other round, so hopefully he won't go up against them. I believe the other teams there were a little bit weaker. I'd have a better chance of winning my games if I play against them. Shot goes wide there. And Carl Hutton got injured, by the way, in this match, which is really disappointing. I think he was out for 4 days, though, so not too bad. We're getting so close to breaking the goal scoring there. And we go in at the end of the match there at 0-0, so we have to play extra time, which sucks. You know, I hate playing extra time because your players are just exhausted. I've used my 3 substitutes up already. Azog plays it through to Templeton there, who's just offside. It's so frustrating. He kind of stopped his run and bounced back, but it didn't quite work out for him. So he was unfortunately still offside. And they come attacking here. Quickly steal the ball with Hutton, and this is what you call a counter-attack. It's when all of your players are just running for their life. Look at McKay on the right here. Not the best of players, but I was using him in this team because everyone got tired. I think I brought him as a sub maybe. Get the cross in, and Sandaza, the guy who's been struggling to score, finally gets a goal, and that is a really important one. And look at that, 1-1-1, 111-minute goal. What an important goal that was. What a time to score as well. Like, if he's been struggling, if you're going to score one, definitely do it in a game where you need a goal. And that was the only chance in extra time that really was worthy of being in the highlights, let's just say that. So we actually win that match 1-0, and we do progress in the cup, which is great. You know, we're trying to get some silverware. And not only winning the league, if I can, I will have some silverware in the Paint Trophy as well. So there you can see Coventry City go through, and so do Swindon Town after extra time against MK Dons. So we could play either of those there next, and we get £11,850. Thank you very much. And also thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support, all the liking, the comments. Let me know how you're enjoying the series. I hope you're enjoying it. And in the next episode, we're going to be speeding all the way to the January transfer window, and I've got some amazing signings to show you guys. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.